So Jensen has been trying for, what, 11 plus years now to teach me how to golf. And I was like, yeah, so very much a work in progress. I think when we met, he was like, you know what, as your elder, I'll teach you about wine and golf. He had no trouble about the wine, but I now learned from him. But golf, I have been like digging my heels in. And so I decided, genius that I am, to learn to golf
in Arizona.
In Phoenix.
Well done, Jared. Well done. Well done.
And we could be, you know, winter in Arkansas and go, and he'd be like, why is it negative 72 right now? It's just like a heat wave. So, what? Girl, you hot.
I love you.
With a beard, no less.
Yes. Woo!
At one point I looked over, we were playing yesterday, at one point I looked over, and it was like, there's
Explain why.
well, I will, but it was like he was just like bleeding milk. It was just white beads of just like streaming down his neck. I'm like, and Cliff just watched it and was like, check out his neck.
I'm like watching the other golf player, and Jensen and Cliff, you're like,
He just like, I guess, sprayed sunscreen, and the sunscreen didn't even get time to set. It just washed off his sweat.
There's the time. So we're playing, and it was Jensen, Cliff, myself. We tweeted a picture this week, and then I guess for those of you non-golfers like me, if you have less than 4 people, what's that?
Where we were playing, we were at the Biltmore.
Nice.
Yeah. It was pretty, but we played with the 4th player. And so Jensen on the back nine, the second half of the course, was like, all right, let's play.
You know the lingo now. The back nine.
Let's play. Let's play match play. Let's do match play. Card versus card. And so Cliff is with me, and he's like, really? You could be paddle lucky and you want to play like that.
Well, the guy, the sequel that we picked up, he's ex-Marine and was playing. I think he was almost like scratched off in the first like 8
That means
holes.
really good.
Yeah.
Nice job. So I'm like, about card versus card. So it's like, come on, you gotta give us some like, you gotta give him some strokes. I'm like, well, that's a different conversation. Let's just keep it about golf. That's his coffee.
And then, so we decided to play match play against each other. And so we drive to the next hole,
Catch
and
some
Jensen
Jensen
had
time,
no visor on.
Jensen
And I
time.
look over, and he's like this. He's got like white stuff all over his face. Kind of looks crazy. And I was like, what's wrong with you? He's like, war paint. It was like the zinc sunscreen. I look over, I was like, episode game on. War paint.
Your battery's low. You didn't charge it last night.
Oh, shit.
Because you're out of battery.
That's good, that's good.
Damn it. That's actually.
I know you got it.
I only charged this one.
Yeah, it's not going to let me take any more pictures.
Well, yeah, obviously, I wouldn't have brought it up at loss.
I'll just do both from here.
But I will say it came down to the final putt on the 18th hole. And it was, I had to sink my putt. Cliff had already put it out, the guy that we were Brian had already put it out. And Jared and I were both lying basically equal, and you had probably maybe a 5-foot putt.
Oh, shut up.
And I had about a 15-foot putt.
Right.
And I'm like, I have to sink
Yeah, it's downhill. So
it was on a curve. It was like, yeah, he was in his hand.
it was like a gutter. It was like a toilet bowl.
And I had some good putt all day, and I'm like, I need this. I have to sink this point. Sunday. This was after a few holes back when I was in the sand trap right next to the green, and all I had to do was chip it up maybe about 15 feet onto the green. Instead, I decided to blade it out of the trap, over the green, over the grass, into the parking lot, and hit some guy's car. Who was in the car driving it away?
Don't worry.
He stopped. He's like, what the? And I just go, quick, somebody throw me a ball, throw me a ball. And then like 3 balls. Too many. I don't know, man. Somebody else.
I saw the guy because I heard someone yell, "Thanks a lot!"
You're welcome.
Word of choice. And he stopped, and I was like, interesting. So I was like, is it going down for real?
You know what it is? It wouldn't be the first time.
But I was like, God bless him. Like, obviously it was an accident, but God bless the guy for like getting out and telling us to stick it. And then I looked around, it's me, it's Jensen, it's Clippy, it's an ex-Marine. I'm like, is he gonna come over? Do something? Or is he just if he does, good on him. He just drove away. He yelled at the time. He drove away.